morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Are you watching Vidyavardhi lessons on TV? I think you all are watching. I am getting your response also. Okay, today I am going to introduce about the tenses. Okay, grammar, most important part grammar. If you learn about the tenses, you can speak English very well. So, what is a tense? What all are doing? You all are listening my lesson. Listening means some action is going on. What I am doing? I am teaching grammar. Teaching means some action is going on. So all these action words are known as verbs. Combinedly called as tense. The verb plus the action combinedly known as tense. For example, what are you doing? Listening. Now I am listening. I have listened. I am going to listen. I have been listening lesson. So some forms are there for the tense. So every tense has three forms. That is first present, past. The third one is future. Present, the past and the future. Again, this present tense has four forms. Again, the present tense. All this, the verb plus action is known as tense. These tenses have three types. The first one is present, the second is past, the third is the future. Again, the present has four types. Simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. Now we go detailedly through all these tenses. The first about the present tense. What is present tense? The action which is going on now, that is called as present tense. The action, the work which is going on at present now, that is known as the present tense. In simple present tense. Simple means the action indefinite, it's gone, it's going on now. We can't clearly define when, at what time, how, we can't say. Continuous, it's going on now. Perfect, it has just completed. And the perfect continuous means it has started already, now it's going on and will be end, we don't know when it will be stopped. So now we are going to talk about the sentence structure of all these tenses. The simple present. Sentence structure is subject plus verb plus object. Subject plus verb plus object. Verb means V1 form. For example, subject teacher. What she is doing? She is teacher, teaches. Object, lesson. Teacher teaches lesson. Subject, verb, object. Every verb has 5 forms. Every verb has 5. What are they? For example, here, teach. Teach. Teaches. Taught. Taught. Teach. Teach, teaches, taught, teaching. So every verb has 5 forms. We can't get any sentence more than these verbs without using this. For example, I am teaching. I taught. I teach. He teaches. Just give one example, any sentence out of these 5 verbs. We can't. So every verb has 5 forms. When we are perfect about this, we have a command over these verbs, we can speak English fluently, and only based on these tenses and verbs, we can go through the all English grammar. So the sentence structure of the simple present is subject plus V1 plus object. For this is the positive case of the sentence. We have negative case also. Negative means just you have to use not. Teacher teaches. Next, next to that, continuous tense. Present continuous. The sentence structure. Subject plus V1 plus inform plus object. Subject plus V1 plus inform plus object. Teacher teaching lesson. Okay. Subject plus B form plus age plus V1 plus inform plus object. Subject plus B form plus V1 plus inform plus object. What is B form? You have a doubt here. Okay, I will give you a clear detail about the B forms. B forms and numbers. Singular, plural. Singular, only one, it's singular. Plural means more than one, two or more than two is known as the plural. B forms in present tense and past perfect tense. Present, past perfect. Singular, plural. Present tense singular is, are, am, B form. Past tense was, been. Past perfect tense been. Plural. Present tense are. Past tense were. Past perfect tense been. Present tense singular number is. If we get the verb in the present tense, if it is in the singular number, we have to use is. Am is always followed by I only. Am is always followed by I only. We never use am without the I. If I is there, we have to use am. If it is in the present tense, that is also. If it is in the present tense, we have to use am always only followed by I. Is, am, past tense was, perfect tense been. Plural or were been. Has, had, had. Plural, have, had, had. Has, had, have, had. Okay, are you clear? One second, I will explain. B forms in present tense, past tense and past perfect. If it is in the singular number present tense, we have to use is or am. If it is in the singular number and past tense, we have to use was. If past perfect, we have to use been. All these are most important in the voice. When we are going to change from active to passive voice, we will get all these. It's most important. Next, plural. Present tense plural or past tense plural go, past perfect tense plural be. Again has, past perfect tense has, had, have, had. Okay, na? So now B form. Teacher is. As teacher is singular number, this is present tense, so he is teaching lesson. Third, perfect tense. Sentence structure. Subject plus has by, have plus, B3 plus verbs. Has by have. What is perfect tense? The action which has just completed, it comes under the present perfect tense. So perfect tense we have used always has or have, for plural have and the singular has. The same example. Teacher has taught grammar lesson. Teacher has taught lesson. The last one is the perfect continuous. In the present tense, the last part is perfect continuous tense. The fourth tense is present perfect continuous tense. The fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense means the all three above tenses comes under here. Present tense, simple present. Perfect, the work which has completed just now, and the continuous which is going on now. So present perfect continuous tense means the action already started previously, now it is going on and it continues. It already started, now it is going on and it continues already. When it will be going to end, we don't know. This comes under the present perfect continuous tense. The sentence structure of the present perfect continuous tense is subject plus have by has. For plural have and the singular has. Have by has plus been, the be form of the verb. Been plus V1 form plus ing form because continuous tense. So V1 plus ing form. For or since plus object. For or since plus object. Here this is most important, the since and for in the perfect continuous tense. This is most important. You have to know where shall we use for or, where should we use since. The compulsory you have, this is most important in your English grammar, in tenses or voices or anywhere, this is most important, for or since. So now I will give the example of this sentence. What we are going to do, teacher. Teacher has, because teacher is a singular, so I use has here. If it is plural, we have to use have. I will give one more example with the plural. Teacher has been teaching. What lesson or grammar lesson? For 10 hours. Or since Monday. The same sentence, teacher has been teaching lesson since Monday. So I think you all are clear about it. Teacher is a subject, it is singular, so we usually has here the be form of the be and V1 plus in teaching, lesson, object, for and since. You have to know about the where shall we use for. For always period of time. For period of time. For 10 years. 10 years. 3 months. 6 hours. Okay? For period of time. Since for only point of time. The particular point. Since for point of time, the particular point. For example, actually generally since comes on days and dates. Days and dates. Since Monday. Okay. Since January. Since 1990. So the particular time, since means from the particular time, point of the time, but for the period of time. We use always for only the period, for 10 years, for 6 months, for 7 days, for 6 years, 6 hours, for the point, period of time, and since for the only point of time, the particular point, particular from 1990, from the year of 1990 only, he has been, from the 1990, he has been starting the teaching lesson. From January month. Otherwise from 1990 at Monday. So since for the particular point of time and for the particular period of time. Now I will give the one more example with the plural. Sweets have been, because sweets it is plural, so we usually have been. preparing mother for 3 years. Actually, we have to write 3 here like this. Again with the sentence since. Since 1990. So since means point of time and the for the period of time. Always we use present perfect continuous tense with since or for. You will get the question in grammar compulsory, not only in 10th class, inter degree, always grammar the most important part. To confuse ours, you always ask the since and for. So be careful about when you are going to use in the since and for in the present perfect continuous tense. Thank you.